Hey folks, Randy Gold, Trout Magnet Man with you here today. Decided to go down to Nickajack today, go below the dam. It was basically a scouting trip and to test out the new 2018 Lunakia or Lunakia rod. I think the pronunciation is Lunakia in Japanese. It was basically a scouting trip to see if the white bass were in there. They are. Although they're extremely small. There's literally thousands and thousands of them, but they're only like 7-8 inches long. That's usually what happens there is the small ones show up, then the next coming 4, 5, 6 weeks, they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which I'm hoping for. But anyway, they had the spill gates open today, so you were limited to certain areas you could fish. You couldn't get over towards where the water was coming out. So, but anyway, it was a fun day. Caught a lot of fish, but you know, if you're watching this video to see a whole bunch of fish, a good fish, quality fish caught, wasn't a whole lot of quality fish caught. It was a lot of fun fish caught, but the quality just wasn't there. There was just so many of them things in there. But anyway, got to test out this rod. I bought this rod. Really, I didn't know what to expect because it's marketed as a combination Ajing Mebaru. It's marketed as just a light game rod. So I wondered, okay, how is that going to work out? What's that going to be like? I knew it'd be a quality rod, TenRyu, made in Japan, titanium frame, all Fuji components. And it is. It's a beautiful rod with the weave in the handle here, the Nickajack weave, and I really like the way this rod feels in the hand. It's the grip is a little bit smaller than a couple of the rods or several of the rods I have, and I really like that. It just has a great feel and a great balance to it. Now, I had this rod, I had a Daiwa 2004 H on this, spooled up with the ester monofilament, 2.1 pound test. And before anybody says anything about the drag, I know the drag is loose. I set it loose specifically on purpose today because in those waters, when they got those spill gates open, the drum come up in there, I'm talking about they get to be 20, 30 pounds, they're huge. You'll see one on the video that I landed with the Truiser, Major Craft Truiser rod. I don't know what he weighed. He probably went 10 pounds, something. I didn't want to get into them things, but when you do, they're just like a diesel truck. But anyway, I got a booze drag checker coming where I will know exactly what my drag is set out every time I go fishing, and I will do a review of that thing when it comes in. But this rod, I said, okay, what's it going to be like, a cross between an Ajing and a Mebaru? Well, they've accomplished that. It's not as rigid as a Ajing rod, and it's not as flexible as a Mebaru rod. It is somewhere in between, which turns out to be great. This rod will work out great for white bass. It'll work out great for bluegill. This rod will work out great for crappie. And I'll be able to take this rod to Dale Hollow where I'm fishing for bluegill, but I know I'm going to catch some big smallmouth because it can handle them, because it will get this MagnaFlex top on this rod. It gets into the meat of the rod right about in here, as you can see from the bend. But it's got great flex, but you've got some backbone with this rod too. It's quite a unique rod. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. It's worked out good. It's very sensitive, as I assumed it would be, but it is. And it fishes great, casts great. Cast the ester monofilament with a 2-gram jig head. Cast it a long way, a long way. So I'm looking forward to catching more fish with this rod. This rod is sold at finessefishing.com. Chris Stewart's site. I will put a link to the rod in the description of the video. I suggest if you're looking for something to catch crappie, give you fun, to be a good bluegill rod, yet give you fun, to catch white bass, give you fun, but yet have some backbone to where, because when you get into 15, 16-inch white bass, you don't need a noodle. This is certainly not a noodle. And also, if you want to get into some smallmouth, I see no problem fishing this with 2 or 3 pound. Let's go up to 4 pound test line for some 4 and 5 pound smallmouth. It'll work out great. It was just a fun rod to fish with. But today, the fishing, you'll see if you take a look on some of the where I've got what few fish I put on there. I didn't put them all on there because nothing changed. They were just all basically the same fish, 7, 8-inch fish. If you take a look at the sonar screen, you'll see that there's white bass everywhere. They're all over the place. They're a little bit early this year. Last year they didn't come in there until the second week in December. They're early. That's good for me because I'm going to be able to go somewhere now. I'm going to be able to catch fish. They're going to be in there. They're going to be more in there. They're going to stay in there for several months. I just hope the bigger fish come up in there. You also see on this video where with the Truiser, I landed the big drum. That was quite a chore. Those things they're a nuisance if you get into a bunch of them, and they're down there with those spill gates open. Everything just comes up in there. All except the bluegill were not there today. They were not in there, which I was kind of disappointed in that. But anyway, it's Thanksgiving weekend is right here on us. I hope all of you have a nice Thanksgiving. Hope you get to be with family. Hope you eat a lot. Have some good meals, some good company, good get-togethers. Hope you get to go fishing this weekend. It's supposed to rain here. I don't think I'm going to get to go out anymore until probably next week. So anyway, I want to thank all of you for watching the channel. I want to thank all of you for the kind comments. And I've got some gear coming from Japan. It's an unusual situation, and I've ordered it over 2 weeks ago. It's not here, but the reason it's not here is because I ordered a Prox all-in-one landing net, and I asked for the replacement rubber silicone net to go with it also, and they had to get that from a wholesaler somewhere, and it was going to take a couple of weeks to get it, but I'm hoping within the next week and a half to get that shipment in. There's more jig heads coming, and I'll do a review of the net when it gets here. And that's another thing. These jig heads, the Daiwa Gekkovigen jig heads that I've been using, use those today, and they just work out well. I'm just crazy about those jig heads. They're great jig heads. So anyway, folks, thank you for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed this little short video of some small white bass caught on the 2018 Lunakia light game rod, and soil up them all, and life is good. Here we go, folks. I think I'm on some white bass here on the 2018 Lunakia. That's the first fish. It sure feels good. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, white bass. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yes, sir. All right. On the 2018 Lunakia, good fish to test it with. Felt him when he picked it right up. Small one, but hey, I'm fishing with small tackle, so that's good. Here we go, folks. Here we go. This is a better fish here. It's a better fish here. I don't think this is a white bass. I don't know what this is. This ain't no white bass. It's got to be a big old drum or something. Yeah, this big old drum. Now folks, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't get big fish in on light tackle. Now, that there, I don't know how much you're getting on this on camera, but boys, that's on SOS 2-pound test line. That's a good fish. There he is, folks. Oh yeah. Well, it's a little fish, but that's what happens down here. Is the first ones to move in are small. These are, although these are real small. But hey, that's the beauty of fishing with a JDM ultralight rod. There he is. There he is. Felt that tap. Yes, sir. Oh, that's just too much fun. Need my new net here for this. Yeah, these are just all small females, or small males, I mean. But hey, a lot of fun. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He cutting up. Ain't much to him. These fish, these are the little ones. They always move in before the big ones do. Not much to him.